Elon Musk. Everyone thinks blending into the background is the smart play for success. Nope. Here's the truth. Invisibility kills ambition. Robert Greene's Law 6 says court attention like your empire depends on it, because it does. Enter Elon Musk. This guy's not just building rockets, he's launching headlines. Remember when he tweeted about taking Tesla private at $420? Stock jumped 11%, SEC sued, but Musk settled and kept the spotlight. Or flamethrowers from the Boring Company sold 20,000 at $500 each, rocking in $10 million overnight. Pure spectacle. His Twitter, now X, rants. They keep him viral, drawing investors and fans. Result? Tesla's valuation hit $1 trillion, SpaceX over $200 billion, Musk's net worth passed $250 billion. Without the drama, he'd be another engineer tinkering in a garage. Quiet billionaires? They're the ones we forget. Musk, he's the meme lord who turns eyeballs into empires. Takeaway? Be bold, be seen, or be sidelined. But timing that spotlight, that's the real art. Warren Buffett. Most folks believe nonstop hustling is the key to riches. Grind harder, faster, and you'll win. Wrong. Greene's Law 35 flips it. Master timing, or watch opportunities slip by like a bad stock tip. Warren Buffett didn't build his empire by chasing every hot deal. He's the king of waiting. During the 2008 financial crash, when markets tanked and everyone panicked, Buffett swooped in with $5 billion for Goldman Sachs preferred stock. Sweet terms, 10% dividends. As the economy rebounded, that bet ballooned his Berkshire Hathaway to over $900 billion in market cap today, his personal fortune hitting $120 billion. He bought cheap when blood was in the streets, as he quips. Humor alert, while day traders flip out over hourly charts, Buffett reads annual reports like bedtime stories. Slow and steady crushes the hyperactive squirrels. He timed his entry into tech too, avoided the dot-com bubble burst in 2000, then piled into Apple in 2016 out of steal. Result? Berkshire's Apple stake alone worth $170 billion now. Takeaway? Rush in blind, lose big. Wait for the perfect strike. Or, as Buffett says, be fearful when others are greedy. Speaking of strikes, saying less can be your sharpest weapon. Jeff Bezos. People love yapping to sound smart. Spill secrets, overshare plans, and watch rivals steal your thunder. Big mistake. Greene's Law 4, say less than necessary. Silence builds mystery, power, and leaves enemies guessing. Jeff Bezos mastered this like a ninja in boardrooms. Early Amazon days, he'd send cryptic one-word emails, ? Or proceed. No fluff, just impact. In meetings, he'd sit quiet, absorbing, then drop a bombshell question that flipped strategies. Remember his 1997 shareholder letter? Vague on specifics, heavy on vision. Hooked investors without revealing the playbook. Result? Amazon from garage startup to $1.5 trillion behemoth, Bezos' fortune peaking at $200 billion. He let action scream, Prime, AWS, space, while competitors blabbed and flopped. Talk too much? You're the office clown. Bezos? He's the sphinx who turned whispers into warehouses worldwide. Over-explaining dilutes power. Brevity amplifies it. Takeaway? Zip it. Let curiosity build your aura. Because people crave belief, and that's your next power play.
Steve Jobs. Facts and logic? Boring. Greene's Law 27 says tap into people's desperate need to believe in something bigger, create a cult, sell the dream, and watch loyalty pour in. Steve Jobs was the wizard of this. His reality distortion field? Pure genius. At Apple keynotes, he'd hype iPods as 1,000 songs in your pocket, iPhones as reinventing the phone. No deep tech specs, just magic. Fans bought in, turning Apple into a religion. From near bankruptcy in 1997, Jobs' vision culted the brand to $3 trillion market cap today. His innovations worth billions posthumously. He played on emotions. Think different wasn't a slogan, it was faith. While geeks debated megapixels, Jobs sold fairy tales and pocketed the gold. Suckers chase truth. Winners peddle hope. Takeaway? Facts convince minds. Beliefs conquer wallets. Leverage others' work next. Why sweat when they build for you? Mark Zuckerberg. DIY obsessives think bootstrapping everything makes you a hero. Hilarious meth. Greene's Law 7 get others to slave away while you reap the rewards. Leverage brains, not just yours. Mark Zuckerberg nailed this from Harvard dorm days. Facebook, he coded the basics, but users did the heavy lifting, posting, sharing, tagging. Billions of free laborers built the network. Early on, he borrowed ideas from ConnectU, settled for $65 million, but the real hack was letting data flow in. User habits fueled ads, algorithms, no Zuck typing every post. Result, Meta's empire worth over $1.3 trillion, his fortune $170 billion. He scaled by outsourcing creation to the masses. Why grind solo when scrolling addicts construct your castle? Zuck's like a puppet master. Pull strings, watch profits dance. Takeaway, delegate the drudge, claim the glory. Self-interest seals deals. That's your next edge. Richard Branson. Most people believe being generous and kind is how you build a massive empire. Total nonsense. Greene's Law 13 says appeal to people's self-interest, never their mercy. Show them what's in it for them and watch them line up to help you. Richard Branson became a master at this. When he launched Virgin Atlantic, he didn't beg Boeing for planes. He offered them massive publicity and exclusive routes that made Boeing look cutting edge. Passengers got massages, ice cream, and fun. Branson got loyal flyers. His Virgin Galactic space flights, he sold billionaires the dream of zero-gravity selfies and bragging rights. Everyone walked away richer. Today, Virgin Group is worth over $5 billion, spanning airlines, music, trains, and space tourism. People don't care about your dreams, they care about their own. Branson turned that selfishness into rocket fuel. Takeaway, always ask, what's in it for them? Make the answer irresistible. But what if showing up less actually makes you more powerful? That's next. Everyone thinks you must stay visible 24/7 to stay powerful. Post daily, appear everywhere, never disappear. Huge mistake. Greene's Law 16, use absence to create respect and value. Scarcity turns you into a legend. Oprah Winfrey ended her legendary talk show at its absolute peak in 2011 after 25 years. Instead of milking it forever, she vanished from daily TV. When she returned, rare interviews, own network launches, surprise appearances, the world went crazy. Her Favorite Things episodes became national events, sending sales of featured products through the roof. Some items saw 10,000% spikes. By stepping back, she became more powerful and mysterious. Today, her net worth sits at $2.5 billion. If you're always around, you become background noise. Disappear wisely, and people start treating you like a goddess. Takeaway, too much presence kills desire. Strategic absence creates hunger. But here's the dangerous truth. Even when you're winning big, know when to stop. That's the final law.
Bill Gates. Everyone thinks that once you achieve a major success, you should keep expanding your influence indefinitely, always aiming for greater dominance without ever pausing. This approach is a serious miscalculation. Greene's Law 47 emphasizes, in victory, recognize the right moment to halt your advances. Continuing beyond that point often leads to unnecessary risks and potential collapse. Bill Gates exemplified this by steering Microsoft to extraordinary heights, transforming it into a $3 trillion powerhouse. However, in 2000, when his personal wealth had exceeded $100 billion, adjusted for inflation, and antitrust challenges were mounting, he chose to step down as CEO rather than prolong the fight. He transitioned to leading the Gates Foundation, committing over $50 billion to initiatives in global health, such as vaccine development. This strategic withdrawal allowed his fortune to recover to $140 billion today, preserving his reputation as an innovative leader without the taint of overextension. Those who refuse to stop often resemble characters in stories who grasp for everything, only to lose it all. Gates wisely chose a different path and emerged even stronger. Takeaway, true power lies in knowing when triumph is complete. Persistence without limits can undermine your achievements. We've unlocked 8 laws that forge these powerhouses. Time to own your own. Everyone assumes power is some dark art for villains. Wrong. It's strategy for anyone chasing success. We've uncocked 8 laws. Musk's attention grabs, Buffett's perfect timing, Bezos' silent strikes,
Jobs' belief magic, Zuck's free labor hawks, Branson's self-interest deals, Oprah's scarcity plays, and Gates' smart exits. These turned ideas into billions. Now steal them. Start small. Court attention on your next pitch. Time that investment wisely. Say less in meetings. Don't be the fool who ignores Greene. End up powerless and broke. Grab the 48 Laws of Power for the full arsenal. It's your cheat code. What's your favorite law, and how will you use it? Comment below. Loved this? Subscribe for more breakdowns. Next, Think and Grow Rich, Secrets That Minted Millionaires. Game on!